We're here with Jay Kinda Funny.
And this is Boom. One at a time. Okay. We're here with Jay Kinda Funny, and this is Boom. We're doing.
So the Costco guys are the new TikTok gimmick, and the fame seems to have gone to the dad's large head. Once again, showing why family channels on social media just shouldn't exist. We have had enough experience with the likes of Ruby Frank and Daddy05 to usually know that this sort of stuff goes quite south. The entire situation is a little bit sad. It's very evident that the dad has been chasing for years this fame and stardom. They've already sold out and they are draining their content for all that it's worth. Like, really? How much longer can this all go on for? So hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jake Baz, and this new TikTok gimmick is falling apart. The Costco guys are AJ Befumo, a father and son duo who blew up this year because of all things reviewing Costco items, which, if you don't know, is a large retail store which is in the US, UK, and quite a few places where you can go and buy wholesale stuff as well as go out and eat there. But yeah, I'm as clueless as you as to why this blew up. On their TikTok, you see these sort of gimmicks with food as well, such as this.
We're Costco guys.
And these are our top 10 Costco items.
Come on, let's show you.
Now, we should start by telling you, you're not going to find any vegetables on this list.
Vegetables are bad. You need meat. You need meat. You need meat. Why are you messing around with them woke vegetables?
Number 9 on our list are these Squishmallows. I don't know why, but I love these things.
Number 8 on the list are the couches. These things are wonderful.
So number 7 for the best Costco items is just any sofa. Do I go for the £1 million sofa or the $10,000 one or the $1,000 one? They're also known for bringing up these sort of like fake scenarios where they'll pretend to argue with each other in literally the worst sitcom sort of acting you can ever imagine.
And the number 2 answer is the double chocolate. No, it's the double chunk chocolate cookie.
No, the chicken thing is number 2. Number 1 is the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I don't know. I think we need you guys to decide. Boom!
And of course, yeah, they've got catchphrases on lock. This boom appears absolutely everywhere, and it's just as jarring every single time. And after watching that, do you not think, how have they got famous doing that sort of stuff? It's clearly so curated, obviously. Why? And to that I'd answer, there's no reason why. So like I said, they've stunk it up. They've sold out entirely. And the dad has been, as you've seen in the start of this video, been done for curating things in a little bit of a nasty light. And by that, I mean genuinely the worst way possible. We've got tons to cover here, so if you enjoy the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe. I would love to see you back. We're getting to 30k subs. It helps out the channel a lot. I also see all you devils that are watching and not subscribing. I see you. Do us a little favour. So this duo is AJ and Big Justice. Big Justice being the kid, AJ being the dad. And they have 1.8 million followers on TikTok, and they have quite a few followers dashed around on every other social media platform. As we'll get onto, this is something that has been curated for quite a long time, because it seems that AJ, the dad, has for quite a long time as well been going round and trying to get famous by any means possible, which definitely does explain the introductory clip as well as some of the weirder things around this. They initially had their first big break on TikTok with the Rolling Stones saying that in late 2022 the duo did a video at the Boca Raton based burger franchise Charm City after eating the Big Sloppy. Some of the food in America just sounds absolutely delicious. That video got 100,000 views, and then my dad said, this is the father and son channel now. And well, since they banged that video, well, there's been no looking back, with them just constantly gaining and gaining. Since the start, this has always been something that has been seen as a brand or something that is marketable, that they want to market, ideally through the dad. Obviously, the child has no say whatsoever in any of that. He's just going to sit there, follow along. Come on, Big Justice. Come on, get up. And yeah, their catchphrases are a couple of things, including the 2 that you have seen, the double chip chocolate cookie, and also boom. Boom. That, what? Are we in Looney Tunes?
We're ordering one of everything at the Costco food court, and we're gonna give it a boom or a doom. Let's go.
I don't know what it is, but with Big Justice, it just seems like he's always got terror in his face. It's like one of them hostage capture videos. I swear I didn't see a blink.
Everything on the menu is $39.45?
This is the chicken bake. You already know what this is. Boom!
This is the quarter-pound hot dog.
Boom! Come on, AJ, you little muscle-headed freak. What are you doing? No sauce? No sauce? What an animal. But this is something that they've tried to brand, and they've had a lot of backlash about it, because obviously it's just all meant to just be this like marketing stunt, and it's just really weird how scripted the videos are, how obviously scripted they are. I mean, I know it's meant to be a dad and a son, but it doesn't really seem like that. It seems like two paid actors. Well, actors a bit of a stretch, because the acting is shit. The further and deeper the lore you get into this, the weirder everything seems to get, and also the worse everything seems to appear. And I'll get into more of some of these selling out stuff later, but there is quite a lot of stuff that they've been trying to do since they've blown up, and they're trying to literally tick off every influencer terrible idea box. And one of them is a song with their catchy catchphrases in it.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you.
Yep, I think that's enough. The comments are turned off for this video, and really, you can only guess why. And if you are starting to get upset by the amount of times these catchphrases are thrown about, well, I've got news for you. It only gets worse. Despite all the backlash on their current position, AJ said, "The world is awesome right now. We come up with ideas, we make a video, we put it out. It's been amazing. It's been a boom." It's been a boom? That doesn't make any sense. Does it mean a blast? I mean, a boom doesn't sound very good. It doesn't sound like a good thing. And it does all feel very curated. It all feels put together over the course of a long period of time as someone trying. And that makes sense when you look at the dad in this situation, AJ. He was a former wrestler. He's spent loads of time around social media, and he's been uploading for years just trying to get that banger. Trying absolutely everything, including a family channel. AJ continued to make social media on the side, at one point starting a family vlogging channel when Eric was 3 years old. But it never quite gained traction. Well, after what we've seen so far, are we not glad that was the case? We don't want to be stuck here and imagining that let's go past it. It wasn't anything like what we're doing now. It was just for us to remember what we did, have something to look back on and laugh at, but it was a ton of work. And it seems like you're doing quite a ton of work right now with everything that you're plastering across all of social media. I'm sure you're doing much more now compared to what you did then, especially with some of the things that you say in this interview as well. But the big thing that blew the lid off the bin around this entire stuff was last week there was a behind the scenes video which I can only presume is leaked because of how bad it actually is, which shows what actually goes on when these videos are being recorded, and it really paints a bad picture on the guy. Big Justice might need justice.
Action. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
No, we're here with Jay Kinda Funny.
No,
Oh, okay.
don't worry.
No, we're here with Jay Kinda Funny is first.
Okay.
I think you heard that the first time. I don't think you have to double up like that.
We're here with Jay Kinda Funny.
And this is boom. Alright, one at a time. Okay. We're here with Jay Kinda Funny,
okay.
and this is boom. We're doing. And then I'll say this boom. We're doing. You say the chicken baker or the double chunk chocolate.
Ready?
Who'd have thought there's this much thought into the videos, which are so tripe? They're all shit. And yet, there's quite a bit of doom to come.
And action. We're here with Jay Kinda Funny.
And this is boom or doom.
The chicken bake.
Or the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I gotta go with the double chocolate cookie.
No, you gotta taste it. You gotta take it. First taste it. First taste the chicken bake.
Oh.
Then taste the double chunk chocolate cookie, and then give your answer.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
God, yeah, how could I forget that? Such important information around making sure that I eat both bites before making the noises. The poor lad, I don't even know who this guy is, but I feel sorry for him already. He's having to be dealt around by a boss in like some fucking army. I won't lie, I didn't think there was even 10% of this kind of thing going on in these videos because they are all just not good.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Here, try the chicken bake.
Okay.
It's so chickeny, it has bacon,
Oh my goodness.
savory.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good. It has cheese.
This definitely gets a boom. Definitely.
All right, now try the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Let me do that one. Let me do that one. You ready?
My go. He's not even finished eating and he's jumping in and trying to go for it. How cringe is this? How cringe is the entire situation? Look at the way that their facial expressions totally change when it comes to looking at the camera compared to when off. I can't say I'm the most expletive, jump around person when I'm off camera, but I'm definitely not this type of exaggerated.
Let me do that one. You ready? All right, Jay. Now you gotta try the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I've been waiting all my life for this. Oh my.
That definitely gets some boom.
It's not looking good for me, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Cut. All right. Okay, here we go. And
Just muttering cut under his breath like he's actually doing something. Everything that he's done is so dismissive and orchestrated, and I mean, I understand to an extent that this is the guy that has been harnessing this entire thing all the way through to becoming what it is today, but I still find it very, very weird. Like, you'd think with the amount of stuff that this kid's done, even though he is only a kid, he will know and have a little bit of nous of what to do. So the fact this guy's micromanaging a stupid little TikTok video is embarrassing. He's built like the Hulk and he's acting like it as well.
say, all right, Jay, which one gets the boom and which one gets the doom?
All right, Jay, which one gets the boom and which one gets the doom?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with the
Wait, you would say the chicken meat gets the doom?
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Like, I don't know if I'm being petty here. I just find this so petty itself. Like, how can you try and orchestrate this little stupid TikTok? It's not like they're pushing the barrel out. It's not like they're doing anything very interesting or exactly. Like, it's a double chocolate. And the fact this stuff gets millions of likes and views on TikTok, it really upsets me.
I'm sorry. The chicken bake gets the doom, and the double chocolate cookie gets the boom.
Well, yeah, that's something I do not want to see again. The majority of the backlash from this has been from social media because people are obviously seeing this one tiny little bit of a leak, and it might not seem like too much, really, looking at the face of it, but it's the fact that they do so many of these videos and everything else around it that I'll get onto that just really exemplifies this and makes it seem like this kid is really being orchestrated to the heavens. Like, this is from the There Will Be Documentaries on Psychological Trauma Big Justice Received from the Workplace AJ created. And like I said, it's so obvious that all of the things that they do is orchestrated and fake, but it doesn't mean that it isn't that micromanaged to that extent. He's clearly running the show. This kid's like a 12, 13-year-old child, and he's having to deal with someone who is constantly bap, bap, bap in their ear the entire time. And he's not even grown up yet. Well, he can't even get a normal job. And when you add to it throughout the entirety of all of these TikToks, he's always pulling these faces where he's shot factor in, pretending to do something that's so extravagant. Look at that. Oh my God, I opened a lobster. Could you imagine if I ever opened a lobster? What? Also making your child eat a load of shitty food all the time for a TikTok to get views does not seem like a very long-term game plan about how to keep happy healthy. I also did see this one here, which I found a little bit weird.
So Big Justice and Ashley want my protein brownies. They're gonna have to play me for them. Let's break out the dude cards. You answer 5?
Oh, the dude cards. Let's not forget the dude cards. Who doesn't know about the dude cards?
It's gonna be tough. Name a Pokemon.
I don't know this one. Charizard.
Once you realise how fake this is, you can hear the fake laughing. You know that it's fake. You can tell by the way that he's doing things. It's just purely for attention. Also, game's a bit rigged. There's a woman in the back and they're doing dude cards. She was from the start.
Brownies are yours.
Like, what's fucking funny about that? Also, I am almost certain that you can't have these sort of protein-laced foods until you're actually the age of 18. At least in the UK, you can't have anything that's sort of like broken down like that until you're 18, or you're not meant to. This is because of the way that you're still a child, your kidneys are still developing, and they can harm things in your body. So Why are you giving him in? Why are you giving him both of them? I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of an ad placement, which seems to be across the entirety of everything they do at this point, because they just love it. AJ's definitely had a big sniff at what has to come, and because of that, he has now turned his sights into everything sponsorship that he can. The dad, like I said, is someone who has been constantly churning to try and find something that works on social media for years now, and has always wanted to be this superstar figure in the center stage. It really does seem like that. In the Rolling Stones article about them, it says that AJ wrestled professionally, going by the stage name American Power Child Eric Justice. What the fucking the Trump is that name. Leaving the ring in 2005 and working full-time as a regional manager for a nationwide mortgage lending company. People say whatever they want, that wrestling is fake, that it's scripted. It beats the heck out of you. It takes a toll on your body. Well, it's still fake though, innit? But he wanted to be a wrestler. He wanted to be this big centre stage guy, and it explains why he's probably on, you know, juice right now. And there's so many examples of him selling out on the page. All you need to do is go and do a little TikTok scroll and see for yourself. But I've got quite a few examples here. Not too many, because that would be fucking boring. The most recent one that I saw and I managed to actually catch a live stream of was this one.
Guys, look who took over our break. Come. It's not the full heat. I know it.
We're here to bring the boom! What do we got, Big Justice?
Buddy! Derek Jeter!
Hideki Matsui!
Tony!
Like, the fake expressions that he has to put on his face is actually excruciating at this point. It's so fake, and it really does jar me off a lot. And it reminds me a lot of some of the YouTube channels that you see on social media where they make the kid be exaggerative as they can be. Put on a show, get everything out, try to push the boat out for this literal child that is just trying to, I don't even know, have a good relationship with a dad. But nah, you can have a good relationship if you sell this card opening and a couple of booms. What a state of the world we're in right now.
Big Justice, this is our first break, right?
I know, this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a big boom!
This is going to be amazing. Well, it definitely looks it, Big Justice. You definitely don't look like you're about to be kidnapped. This is gonna be amazing. At least he looks like he's having a fake bit of fun when his dad is telling him exactly how to play this thing out. And exactly when to fake exaggerate as well. He's the GOAT. I actually caught this live stream yesterday and I saw a couple of bits from it, and well, it was what you expect.
Ham, thank you very much. Cal, bring the boom. Let's go. All right, so Big Justice is ripping the pack over there. They're looking for a Victor Wembanyama. Stay tuned and let's see if we get a Victor Wembanyama.
What is it with this emphasis on the end of so many words to try and make it, I don't know, louder? Louder equals funny. And also, what the fuck is that chain? I don't know if he thinks he's a rapper, trapper, but I think he's a loser. I mean, surely, right, that has to be attention bait because that is the fakest looking gold chain I've ever seen.
Okay. All right, this is going to be a lot of fun. Evan, thank you. Thank you, Evan. Bring the boom.
Never gets old, that catchphrase, does it? But yeah, just constantly promoting throughout the entire thing. I watched about 15 minutes of it, and I want my time back, please. Could you send it back in the post? I think it'd be an absolutely brilliant drinking game as well to drink every time he says boom. But I do think you'd be on the floor. But it is genuinely so surprising how they've managed to make this so marketable and constantly doing stuff like this every single day at this point now. And it makes you wonder the morality around it, because you've got this kid who is, I don't know, pre-16, who is going through life and having to deal with all this stuff going on. I think we know from learning about a lot of child stars, such as in the Nickelodeon series, that children in these sort of areas can be very well overworked very easily. And also when they've got school going on, it makes it so much worse. And I know it doesn't seem like much with what they're doing. They do a couple hours a day maybe, but it does add up as a child, especially when you haven't grown up at all. You've got no understanding of normality in your life anymore. This is now your massive, you're this big next thing, even though all you're doing is scranning and going boom. And I wouldn't be surprised if AJ knows this, but I wouldn't be surprised as well if his pockets are fully gleaming, considering he keeps doing stuff. One of the big things that they were done for was their Cameo stuff, which they have constantly peddled across the entire platform, the entire time.
How would you like to get a cameo with AJ?
Big Justice!
And Tommy the Food Guy.
We're teaming up with Tommy the Food Guy for an exclusive cameo event.
So order AJ Big Justice and Tommy the Food Guy now. We put the link in our bio.
Big Justice, the link's up there.
Oh yeah, up there!
And you already know it's gonna be a big
It's gonna be a big
I think I'm alright. I'll pass, to be honest. And I'm sorry, who the fuck is that other guy? I mean, he must be notable. Not to me. I'm not looking. Another example of this, which I unfortunately have to show you, and we'll get onto this guy in a moment, but is with the Rizzler. Because what they also seem to be doing is they seem to be acquiring a load of social media talents who, I presume, are getting paid for all of this to go in and make it financially viable for them to keep doing this stupid stuff. But I don't know why they keep begging Cameo.
You ready for the Cameo collab of the century? Because I am.
It's AJ.
Big Justice and the Riddler.
Is it bring your kid to work day? Also, be honest, AJ is begging it there. She's absolutely begging it with that fake laugh.
This is a limited time opportunity. We're only taking 100 orders, and the cutoff date is Friday, August 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern.
So order your cameos now and bring
That were a pretty big boom. I'm surprised by how boomy that boom was. If you're going to have a gimmick like this sort of catchphrase, at least make it a good one. But one thing I will say about these cameos and why they got into so much is one, the price, and also two, how well they've actually gone. So to book a cameo with this, you need $150, which is mental. And will I just say as well, $150 to ask a question? They're suggesting you ask a question. So what's it like having the best thought of social media site going? Like, it's daft. It's so daft. No one is paying $150 to ask a single question. But yeah, as you can see, 5-star. Oh, so he's done well, but there's only 14 reviews for this. I understand that this is because it's a Cameo crossover event, but they have been $150 on Cameo the entire time. For reference, on Cameo you can get a load of other creators, which, I mean, there's no one here that's sticking out. Maybe the Voros twins. I don't know. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. All of them are well under $50. They are a lot lower. So these guys seem to be the top tier TikTok Cameo personalities. And when you deep it, you think $150 for literally a 1-minute video where you're barely pretending to do anything. Like, it does my mind in. I can't believe it. And as you can see, with only 14 reviewers, it's clearly not going down very well, is it? And this is where the entire sellout thing really becomes, because as you can see, they've got all these sponsorships going down all the way through. They've got Cameo here for some reason, which does really seem to be like Cameo pushing them, or at least trying to make them one of the biggest people on the platform. I mean, you could get Dean Norris for another $80. I mean, if you're spending that much, you might as well go that little bit further. They're really trying to cash in on the fact that they are getting notoriety, and that is totally fine, but when your content becomes entirely encapsulated in just creating more sponsorship material, that's when it starts to get a bit sour. And not only sour, that's when it starts to, like, fully stink it up. In response to these comments, AJ has come out and said this: I believe there's two ways in the world to build the biggest house. Number one is to build the biggest house. Number two is to build the smallest house and try to tear down all the other houses. So if that's how someone wants to build their house, by trying to tear down our house, we're just going to keep building and bringing back happiness and positivity to Big Justice. What a weird analogy. What they're trying to say there is everyone is trying to blow down our house and we can't stand for it, so we're going to fight back and we're just going to keep building and just bring the positivity. But as you saw earlier, there is nothing positive going on there in micromanaging a tiny little TikTok. I can only imagine what the cameos are like. They must be so jarring as well. Coincidentally, they didn't actually show any of the previews of the cameos on there. You can only guess what's going on, can't you? It's just this transition from what they thought would be like this wholesome content, which is meant to be, I don't know, father-son bonding time where they go and enjoy food and things like that, to just this over-exaggerated, really fake situation and scenarios where everything's scripted, everything's fake, and everything stinks. And this chase for attention and everything like that only is going to end up one way, and that's down the drain. Obviously, like I said, they've been getting cooked on social media. People have been creating cartoons on them.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
I mean, they absolutely nailed the landing on that one. And then also, even Meat Canyon played their part with a video that absolutely banged around the Costco guys. Further just highlighting how these stunts are entirely performative and they all stink. And then it even further goes down the line of showing that this is all just one big joke. And the problem for me and what I worry about is the fact that AJ has been trying to get this right for years. And now the second he's got it right, he's using his powers and he's trying to get his son to do absolutely everything with him. He's tried it before, it failed, he's trying again. He's clearly from that behind the scenes video a massive power freak, a control freak around everything that he's doing. And it only will get worse as he tries to get more outlandish clips and tries to over-exaggerate even further to get more viral videos. The only way for their content seems to be going upwards, but the only way for their relationship and also the fact that this child is having to work all the time is down. And this has got to the extent where AJ is suggesting to potentially do something absolutely stupid with the Big Justice man. The level of virality that the channel has reached, they now have a small staff of editors as well as management team in the form of digital talent representative Night Media. Has also prompted Befumo to consider pulling Eric, Big Justice, out of school or at least putting him in a much smaller private school. And I mean, when you're even suggesting the potential act of pulling a child out of school before they've even managed to get any grades is crazy, considering this is just for TikTok. Social media definitely is something that you build upon, and then once you hit the heights, you hit it. But especially with TikTok as well, it's something where you have to struggle for relevance. We've seen it so many times with so many creators who have just fallen off on the TikTok app literally overnight within 6 months. And then they're around trying to beg for scraps and hoping that they get back to even 10% of what they were on before. With TikTok, I really do feel, especially with gimmicks like what these guys have, you have approximately a year where you try and splash everything out, which clearly they're doing with all the sponsored videos, and then you call it a day, because otherwise you just drop off into irrelevancy. School right now for Big Justice would be a distraction for everyone. It would be a distraction for him, the other students, the teachers. Things are a lot different for us right now in our lives, so we're looking into other options. This is something as well that will be like cemented in AJ's brain. He will be telling this child, like, since a kid he's been trying to do this and now it's finally working, and look at the money, look at the money. You'll never ever need to work again. There's no need you even getting your degree or results or anything like that. Just fuck off and come with me. And yeah, it's a great look at the time when you're earning so much money, but also he's a kid working a load of hours, and by the time he becomes an adult, he will not be relevant on the platform probably. Like, what happened to Addison Rae? Where's she gone? Little bit different of a demographic, but you know, it's not a sustainable and long-term solution. It's something that can make you a load of money, and if you can make that step, make it, but don't make it by any means before your balls have dropped. And I really do think AJ, as the micromanager and gaslighter himself, considering what we've seen of him, is going to be peddling this to his son, so his son definitely won't think, oh, this is not a good idea, because he won't know, and he's too young to look around the facts. I do social media full time. I had a professional job, and then before that, I had my degree. Like, I've got everything in the back in case the worst comes to worst. He's got nothing. And that kind of idea would scare the shit out of me. And I also think with some of the stuff that they're doing, they're intentionally doing this now to make it seem a little bit better. Look, we've not only got sponsorships, but we've got cool people around us, such as the Rizzler, doing amazing content like this.
Just give me my money. Just give me my money.
It's quite fitting, in it. Just give me my money, because this is all it seems like it's about. Just dragging yourself through these minute-long clips is actually sending me, so you're definitely not seeing all of these because you would lose your mind. And this is what I mean by the TikTok gimmicks. Like I've said and like I've shown you, the entire point of this kid, this Rizzler, is the fact that he pulls this face. And well, what imaginative content do you think that they're gonna create with him?
Riz, I get no girls. Teach me the Riz face.
Okay. So this is how you do the wrist face. First, you put one eyebrow down, then you raise one up like this, and then you suck in like this, and then you do it all together. And that's how you do the wrist face.
You're awesome.
Hey, Daddy, is that the Riz kid? The guy who's taking all the girls?
Yeah. What? I feel like I've just jumped immediately to one of Chris Hansen's shows. Morality's not lost on him. It's definitely not lost on him. It's really lost on him. It's just such a weird way to work, and it's so weird to have to watch this and just think about how old it is. I'm glad you're with me. At least with the Rizzler, this like 11-year-old boy, this Big Justice has been cooking, because as you can see, he's grabbed himself some baddies. Where's the... this time? Has it disappeared into the void? Maybe it might not be a good idea to do. And now the kid's going to be stuck working at Mackey's for the rest of his life, the poor fella. I just want to know how much these are all getting paid for it, because it must be something where they are getting paid quite a lot of money. Because looking at everything that's gone on, it is so constant. And it makes you think it's either they're getting paid absolutely loads or they are really struggling. And like you see with the 14 Cameo reviews, maybe it's that they are struggling a little bit. Because the selling out is getting to the point where they are selling out on absolutely anything they can. It really does seem like that. And there's one example here where it's like, what?
It's Big Justice. There's decent pancake lava. Where's the win?
Doing this like football course all together with then obviously the promotion at the end.
Asylum gets a big boom!
Asylum might need to be where your dad needs to be once this inevitably falls off. I just feel sorry for the kid. I really do. It's such a sad state of affairs that he's stuck in this, having to do it. And yeah, he might think it's the best thing of his life because he's getting so much attention, but that will easily wear off with what he's doing. Going with absolutely anyone that they can that just wants a little bit of attention maybe as well. Like you've got this example here where you've got Jinxie. If you don't know, he's like a massive social media creator for Rainbow Six, but he's kind of become a bit mainstream. It's just weird. They must be being paid for this, surely. And really, how much can you watch this obnoxious stuff without actually losing your mind?
We're a Costco family.
How do you throw these things?
Like this.
Boom!
We're a Costco family.
Do we really need to get 20 pounds of meat?
There's no such thing as too much meat. All meat.
Yeah, you are definitely a massive meathead, AJ. And you're also stood outside with Steve will do it, just trying to flex a Rolex as well. It might be successful, but is it soulless? Yes. And will it eventually just stop working? 100,000,000% yes. You can't sit around and fake your entire existence for the rest of your life and then wonder why it all goes wrong. I do think that AJ is definitely got a little bit more to play here. I feel that there is something in the background, especially with what we've seen with this behind the scenes thing that went really viral, that he is definitely a control freak. He's wanted this situation since he was a child, and now he is here. Now he is the main guy in this entire operation that he's got. He's got multiple people that are employed to him. He's gonna be going for the bleachers with it. I feel sorry for Big Justice because he's, like we say, just a child, and he has to deal with this sort of stuff in and out every single day. It must be so excruciatingly draining, and the labor laws come into play because they're family friends. They tried with the fake YouTube channel for the fake family stuff and that failed, so are they going with this with the full bleachers just because of that? Do you think there's a little bit of pride lost with this massive juice head? It just doesn't seem right, and it really does put a sour taste in your mouth, I feel. The longer it gets, the more extravagant and outlandish, the more stupid it gets, the worse it's going to be on the part of the child that has to deal with this and has to pretend to fake everything. I'll tell you what, both of them are definitely not going anywhere near an actor's studio anytime soon. And also the gimmicks are just embarrassing, every single one of them. AJ signed off his Rolling Stones article with "It's gonna be a big boom," the roller coaster that they're going on. And for the sake of not dying from cringe, I think we should do that too. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and sub. I would love to see you back. If you don't want to be as evil as him, I think you do that. I've been Jake Baz, and I will see you later. Take care.